Good. Okay. Yes, today let us start our class, continue to the last class, that is whatever we had on Tuesday. Okay. So we are discussing about the brand loyalty. Yes, am I correct? So we stopped here. Yes, we have completed a brand loyalty. So what is the definition of brand loyalty? In simple thing, if you want to say what is brand loyalty, if a consumer or if a customer is continuously buying our product, okay, and consistently purchasing the same brand, so we call it as the brand loyalty. So we have come across all these points in the last class itself, and one benefit of the brand loyalty is if you see the second point, it can be demonstrated by repeated buying of a product or service or other positive behaviors such as word of mouth advice. So through brand loyalty or through loyal customers, what is the best thing for us is they spread. Okay, they spread about our brand. Next, coming to the next one is yes. So up to here we have discussed, and also we have discussed the factors influencing customer service. We have discussed 4 points. Okay, so we have discussed the 4 points, and now what is say here, what is the core offering we have discussed means what is the basic thing or basic benefit that a consumer can extract from our product, okay, that we should not ignore. So there only the loyalty base comes. Okay, I have given example also on that day. So whenever you are buying a phone, maybe it's a premium phone or it is an average phone, whatever, the basic thing is you have to speak with your friends or families or relatives, etc. and etc. If the voice clearance is not good, if the signals are not good, or if it is fluctuating, whatever the additional attributes or additional factors you have, it goes waste. Okay, so that is what we can say core offering. And also satisfaction. Yes, customer satisfaction leads to loyalty. Okay, customers, whenever he buys a product, whenever he purchases a product, whenever he satisfies his need, okay, his want, or if that product is going to satisfy his comfort zone or any other thing, then satisfaction leads to the customer loyalty. So it's a one factor influence customer loyalty. And coming to the marketplace, the availability of your product. Okay, and coming to, we have discussed about the demographics. Demographics is what we say, this is a statistical data, okay, relating to a particular population or particular groups within it. So what happened here is, I think I have already said you that demographics also influence our customer loyalty. Okay. So what do you mean by here customer loyalty means? Yes, for example, a group of people, head of group of people, if you satisfy with that product, okay, then what happened? The whole statistical data means the whole demographics of that people, the group of people will get influenced by his words. Okay, so demographics is also one factor. And coming to the share of wallet, yes, I think we have stopped here only. Okay, share of wallet. So what do you mean by share of wallet is whatever the money you have in your wallet, okay, how much amount you are spending on one brand. Okay, so every month or things, that what we call it as the share of wallet. Okay, for example, customer A is having 10,000, customer B is having 10,000. Okay, but customer A, every month he will spend 50% on this brand, and customer B only spends 25,000. Okay, now this share of wallet means a 50% and 25% share from his wallet. What happened here is that shows his interest, that shows his loyalty towards this product. So that what we call it as the share of wallet. And the last one, and the last factor influence the customer loyalty is customers perceived value. Okay, what do you mean by customers perceived value? Okay, so what do you mean by customers I have already said you that, okay, brand identity and brand image will be there. Whatever you project, the customers perceived will be different. Okay, so we can't say that whatever the manufacturer, whatever the what is the marketers are going to project, that the same thing will be perceived. No, no, that's not the true. Sometimes they may perceive, but what happened when they get close to that product, whenever they start using that product, So the perceived, the customer perceived will be different, and that perceived value, how is, so we are going to estimate that, okay, how far they are valuing. So if they value us, if they give importance, then the customer loyalty builds. So the customer's perceived value is also one. It's going to influence customer loyalty. Okay. Now moving on to the next slide, that is benefits of brand loyalty. Okay. Yes, what are the benefits of brand loyalty? Now let us see the benefits of brand loyalty. Here is if you see, just go read all those 4 5 points, you come across, you can understand the very clearly. Okay. Brand loyal customers or consumers start building a relationship with the brand. Yes, of course. Okay. They become advocates. Underline that. Okay. So they become advocates. What do you mean by advocates? Means advocates, they speak about on behalf of our brand. Who speak here? Customers will speak. Okay. Customer talk on behalf of our product. We are not paying anything. We are not, they become as our promoters also sometimes. Who? The customer, also the brand loyalty people, means the customers who are loyal towards our brand, they become as the advocates. Means they speak about our product. If someone says, if someone comes in a group and says that this product is somewhat bad, what they do is they fight for us. Fight for means they support us, and they become advocates of the brand, and by their positive word of mouth. Okay. So they send the data, okay, whatever the we are providing, because they have satisfied their needs. And I'm not telling that the person who is speaking will get convinced, because whenever he get interact, because the perceivance of that customers will be changed from one person to the another person. Okay. Because I said that if A is using the same product, and is A and B are using the same product, A perceived in different manner, B perceived in different manner. That is a part. Okay. One may perceived in such a way that yes, I'm satisfied with my comfort. The B may tell that yes, the quality is good. Okay. Then what happened here is different customers, different loyal customers will, so what you say, they spread in different way. The same way here, what happens, they becomes as the advocates for us. Okay. That is a very important benefit of a brand loyalty. Coming to the third one, brand loyal consumers become passionate, yes, about the brand and form clubs. See, passionate about the brand. What do you mean by passionate about the brand is so they feel great to purchase our product. They feel it's a status. Okay. So before day only, because on the Tuesday when I'm explaining, okay, when a customer is going to walk into the things think that a customer walk into the apparel shop. Okay. Then he went to the uh, things, and he wants some US polo t-shirts, because it is his passion to wear only US polo t-shirts. Then what happened here is polo t-shirts is, the stock is not available. Okay. Then what happened here is he will not buy, or he will not shift to any other brand. He will wait until the, what is this, stock arrives. That's what we say loyal, because he's passionate. Okay. And also what he do is he form clubs, which results in further strengthening the bond. So form clubs means, what he says, don't think that he will form a group, so you have to, no, not like that. So what he say, that here we can say unofficially. Okay. He tell every people that yes, whenever his brother comes, he will suggest, okay, you buy US polo. Okay. If someone goes with him for shopping, okay, he make them to buy US polo, because this what we say that so they form some clubs, okay, which results in further strengthening the brand. Okay. Next one is loyal consumers may be prepared. Loyal consumers may be prepared to try out the variants of the brand. Yes. Okay. So what happened here is whatever the new products come from the brand, whatever the new products come from the brand, new offerings or new varieties or new flavors, our loyal customers are ready to use them, okay, because they are loyal to our brand. And coming to the last point, very important point is they may be prepared to pay a premium value. Exactly. Okay. See, loyal customers are the customers. Yes, they are much benefit for us. Okay, as the promoters, they promote and also word of mouth and whatever. And the second thing is very important point is they may be prepared to pay a premium value also. Okay, so what do you mean by premium value here is whatever the price money you give, whatever the price money you give, then what happen here is they ready to pay that money. So that what we call it as the uh, premium value. So these are the some benefits. These are the some benefits of the brand loyalty. Okay, so moving on to the next slide, that is the types of brand loyalty. Very important one. So here in the types of brand loyalty, we have four types. Okay, if you see, we have four types. So that is a hardcore loyalty. Okay, the second one is a split loyalty. Third one is a shifting loyalty, and the next one is a switches loyalty. Okay, yes. Now let us discuss what is this hardcore, split, shifting, and switches. Just before that, students, as I already said you that in the before class, that please give your attendance. Please give your attendance in the chat bar like present sir, and please don't repeat. Okay, please don't repeat. And I already said you that. Okay, I already said you that I will consider that as my attendance. Okay, and also have the data, everything. Next, yes, let me explain you what is a hardcore loyal. Hardcore loyal, yes, the name itself it is telling hardcore loyal who buy the brand all the time. Okay, so just now I have given you many examples that he never goes to any other brand. He never shift to other brand. He's not at all ready to shift that brand. Okay, he is hardcore loyal. Maybe after 30 years or 40 years or 50 years also, he's only stick on to that brand unless until so the brand vanish from the market. So we call him as the hardcore loyal who buy the brand all the time. Okay, he only goes that. Coming to the split loyal, what is the split loyal here is loyal to two or three brands. Yes, in the same category. Okay, in the same category, yes, these people are also called as loyal customers only, but what is here their loyalty will be splitting. So how the splitting comes here is they are loyal to more than one, that is two or three. Okay, here in the hardcore, what is happening here, he's going to buy only one brand. Is only one brand means he's having only one brand. He will buy unless until that brand is vanishes. But what happened to split loyalty? Yes, not only one, more than one he chooses, that is two or three. Okay, if this product is now available, so in the same category means like for example t-shirts. So yes, Polo, Lee, or some other things. Okay. So if he's not finding yes Polo, he's go for the Lee. Yeah, the Lee is also not there, then he go for the other. So he's loyal towards this because he's having split things. So he has to be comfort. So that what we call it as the split loyalty. Okay. Coming to the next one is shifting. Okay. So yes, these are the some customers as their wants and needs are changing every day. Not every day we can say as per the market or as per their requirements. Okay, then what happened here is the shifting loyalty happens moving from one brand to the another brand. So this shifting loyalty maximum happens in the gadgets, in the mobile phones. Okay, so what is that is if any new features is there in any other mobile, then that customer is going to shift from one brand to the another brand in the same category or in the same other things. So that's what we call it as the shifting loyalty. Okay, means he's don't have any options two or three. Okay, he's shifter. Shifter means again he will not come to our brands. He will not in future he will not buy our products. So that what we call it as the shifting loyalty, moving from one brand to the another brand. But see, please find the difference between a split and a shifting. Split is, okay, he will be loyal for 3. Okay, he will buy today this product, maybe other product, but in future also there is a chances and he will buy and he is loyal to this product. But coming to the shifting, he will shift means he is totally shift this product to the other product, and maximum he will not buy again that product. Okay, so I can say best example nowadays is from Samsung. Okay, most of the customers or most of the consumers are shifting. So survey says, okay, one record says that most of the people are shifting. Of course they are loyal, of course they are loyal, but what happened here is most of the people are shifting from Samsung to the other phones like Vivo or Oppo or OnePlus or any other things, because most of the Samsung or most of the softwares used in the Samsung is going to hang the mobile phones. Okay, so for that purpose what they are doing is most of the customer most of the customers are most of the customers are going to shift from one brand to the another brand. So that is we can see. Okay, yes. So next one is oh,
ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് ഒക്കെ ഭയങ്കര എളുപ്പമാണ്. ഞാൻ സെല്ലുലർ കമ്പനീസ് ഒക്കെ ഓൾറെഡി ഹാക്ക് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
yes. So what you say here? Next one is switches. Okay, the switches is here with no loyalty. Okay, so there is no loyal. Okay, and what is this here is switches is two things. One is deal prone and the one is a vanity prone. Deal prone is if you give less they will bargain. Okay, looking for the bargains. If you give less, yes, I will come to your brand. Okay, they bargain. Yes, 10,000 rupees if you give for 9,000, yes, I'll buy your brand. If you give for 8,000 rupees, I'll buy your brand. Okay, coming to the vanity prone. Vanity prone is always looking for vanity, means looking for something different. If they find, they will not be loyal to any of the brand, they will go. If they find something different, something unique feature, then they will buy. And we can't say they are loyal to that. Just they are in search of, they are in search of just what you say, vanity, means something different. So that's what we say switches. So these are the some types of brand loyalty. Okay, hardcore loyal, who buys always the same product. Split loyal, loyal to 2 or 3 brands. What is the 2 or 3 brands here is that one. So they are going to buy again in future, they will buy. Coming to the shifting, shifting means again in future they may not, maximum they may not come to our brand, they will totally move to the other brand. Coming to the switches, every time whenever they go they always switch, means based on the bargaining, based on the something find a unique feature, they will go and they will buy. So these are all the some brand loyalty. So this is about brand loyalty. Keep in things, because this concept again we use in the while we are discussing about the brand equity. Okay, so we have completed what is the brand loyalty. So these are the some benefits and also the types. Next, moving on to the next slide, general thing is see, for managing a brand, okay, for managing a brand, whatever the loyalty, awareness, etc and etc, so brand image, brand identity, brand positioning, everything. Okay, so some we will have for every organization. Okay, for every organization we will have a brand managers. Okay, The role of brand managers for marketers, okay, is also very, very important. Nowadays, the brand managers, not only nowadays, from past days, and of course now also, okay, of course their responsibilities has increasing, and of course increasing day by day, the roles and responsibilities of the brand manager. So let us discuss the general topic here, not general, continuation to this, the role of brand managers. Okay, what will be the role of the brand managers, if anyone? Okay, so as you are the marketing students, if you are going to choose a career in the brand managers, okay, so whenever you want to apply for the profile of brand managers managing the brand, what will be your role? Okay, what will be a brand manager's role in managing the brand is, okay. And one thing I can say that the role of brand managers in marketing, the role of brand managers in promoting a brand, in bringing awareness of a brand, in building the image of a brand, in giving identification of the brand, okay. So it's a very toughest task, but it's a challenging task, okay. It's in marketing jobs, okay, in marketing opportunities. So brand manager's role is one effective and challenging job, we can say. Okay, so what is the role of these brand managers? So if moving on to this, if you see, these are the some points I have, some 8 points I have of the what are the role of the brand managers. The first one is continuous researching and monitoring market trends. Okay, so that's what we say learning. So what is the first role? The first responsibility of a brand manager is he should have a continuous focus. He should have a continuous focus in the market. Okay, he should monitor the market trends. He should not restrict only to his brand. Okay, of course, he should have all his data of his brand in his mind, and also he should have the other brands in his mind. What do you mean? That is, what brand is promoting, which brand is going up, why it is going up, why the customers are choosing that brand, everything he has to monitor day by day, day to day. He has to be in the research things. So that's what we say, researching consumer markets and monitoring market trends, how the trends are changing. Okay, you know that every day the market trends are going to change, we can't expect, because day to day the, what you say, the customers needs are also changing. Okay, coming to the second point under the role of brand managers, looking at the pricing of the products and analyzing the potential profitability. Yes, 2 points in one only. Okay, yes, sir, pricing a product is totally of a pricing department, or it's a marketing thing. Then how can we say it's a brand managers also? Yes. So the brand manager will be the part of pricing also, because if you connect to the first point, he always in research with the points. Okay, he's always research. What is it? He's having all the research with the customers and also monitoring the market trends. So how far with what price if you move, okay, into the market, then we can penetrate, or then we can go into the markets. So you should, as a brand manager, you should have a look at the pricing of the products also, and analyzing the potential profitability. Yes, giving a price is one strategy, and also analyzing that potential profitability of that price to our brand is again another role and responsibility of a brand manager. Okay, not just giving, yes, our competitors is having 15 rupees, you just go with the 14 rupees, or no, we should not do that. Okay, so pricing of a product, of course, keeping in a mind of the customers and also the competitors product, we have to price, because you have to penetrate with the market. Okay, you have to go into the market, you have to be with the market. But still, is this 14 rupees or is this 13 rupees, whatever you are giving price to your brand, is a potential profitability or not? Because all businesses, all other organizations, end of the day, they are running for the profits. Okay, so as a brand manager, you have to go through that. So if your product, if you're having a confidence that your product is having a good quality, then so you change the strategy of advertising. That's all. Okay, so that is the point. Coming to the third point, exploring new ways to communicate with customers. Yes, What do you mean by exploring? Whatever the product you have, whatever the product you have, how many ways or how many in new different ways we can communicate our product to the customers, so that we can bring new customers and retain the customers. So that is also one role of brand managers. Okay, yes. So coming to the fourth point, what is the fourth point is generating names. Okay, generating names for new and existing products and services, and coming up with packaging designs. Yes. Okay, if you see, there are some products, there are many products or many brands, maximum times for a year to year or for 2 years they are going to change the packaging designs. Okay, so packaging designs they are going to change. If you see, if you take any product, whenever they are implementing the packing style, the design will be different. After a successful thing, after a successful one, they are going to change, because that shows that there is a small updation, there is a new thing. Okay, some changes happens in our brand, so that the customers get satisfied, okay, so that is what we can say. And the role of the brand manager is also, he has to work on that. Okay, he has to bring some new names again. Names means, okay, the same brand, some taglines or some names we have to bring, or otherwise whatever the services you are providing, that you have to focus in a new way, anything, something new. So the brand managers has to be in such a way that it should not be a routine. Okay, I can use this word. So consumers or customers should not get a routine of the brand, a routine of the product. Something change, maybe the communication has to change, maybe the packaging has to change, maybe the names has to change. Names means not branding. Okay, so maybe something, the way of your approaching. Okay, so everything has to change. So that is also one responsibility. So moving on to the next, in the role of brand managers, yes, we have to see how far our advertisements are working, because on advertising in budgeting, okay, if you see, if you know, in the budgeting, okay, so every year some crores or lakhs of money will be spent for promotional, that too for advertisements in TV, newspapers, and magazines. Okay, and the another role of the brand manager here is, you should focus. Okay, you should focus on how far the TV advertisement is working. Okay, how far the TV advertisement is working, and how many people are watching our advertisement, so that we are getting new customers and retaining the customers, and what is the profit, and how far the advertisement in newspaper, and the same way in the magazine. Okay, so that what we say, overseeing the production. Okay, if so, so what is the use here means, if you have seen that the TV advertisement is having some effect, means some influencing on the customers buying or on the consumers buying, and there is an increasing of a consumers, then what happened here is, then, so we have to increase the advertisements. So how can we differentiate that? We can differentiate basing on the levels of the customers again, because you know that the magazines and newspaper, who will use these magazines and newspaper? Maximum people, the literates. Okay, through newspapers and magazines means through literates, and maximum magazine means maximum people are the high level customers. Okay, so TV means television. Okay, women. Okay, if women buying is more, and also the low level customers and medium level customers are more, and which the maximum people are illiterates and semi urban people, then what we can say here, yes, the production of TV, that is the advertisement in TV, may be affecting or influencing. So these are the, yes, we have many methods to calculate that. But so what is the role of the brand manager is, we have to look into that. Is coming to this, another one is, the another role is, he should be work with, he should be coordinate with the liaising with art designers, because every time you have to change the design of our packing, and copyrights. Yes, you know, for color also they will take the copyrights, and media buyers and printers. Okay, so we have to be all, so in line with, I can say the word called in line with Yes, brand managers, they have to in line with these art designers, copyrights, and media buyers and printers. Okay, and coming to the next point, ensuring the designs, okay, ensuring the designs and messages in marketing literature and campaigns meet the company brand and regulatory guidelines. Okay, so this is also one thing. What is that? We have to ensure the designs and messages in marketing literature. Yes, so what is the word called marketing literature is we will so whatever the language we are speaking, whatever the language we are speaking, and that language and the campaigns meet, that language and the marketing literature will be different. So we should focus on that. So brand manager has to focus on the marketing literature. Okay, and campaigns meet the company brand and regulatory guidelines. Okay, so they should have a design the guidelines and everything. So with the campaigns. Okay, and the next point is monitoring consumer reactions through focus groups and market research. So again, it is related to the first point. We have to monitoring consumers reactions through some surveys, through some questionnaires, so which we call it as the market research and focus group research, or methods, etc. and etc. Okay, so that we come to know any changes of or so that we come to know the needs and wants of the consumer. So these are all the some role of brand managers. Moving on to the next slide, let us see about the qualities of brand managers. Okay, yes, along with the role and responsibilities or duties of the brand manager, a brand manager for job, okay, to perform the roles. So a brand manager has to have these qualities. Okay, what are those qualities? Is five things. One is have an instinctive feeling about future product concepts. Yes, see, instinctive feeling means, yes, whatever the brand you have now, you should you should have a future product concepts also, because you are the person always in line with the market research. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, one best quality for a brand manager is he should not stop thinking. He should not stop thinking. Yes, if you have, if you see that today the product is having high scale sales enough. Okay, no, it should not be that. So the yes, to retain these customers, then what we have to be in the future concepts. So all these what we call it as the future product concepts. And coming to the next one is have strong marketing skills and knowledge. Yes, very important. What do you mean by marketing skills and knowledge is how can how can how can you attract a customer? Okay, how can you bring a customer to your product? That is the bringing a new customer. Maintaining, after bringing the new customer, how can you maintain the relationship with the customer? So all these are the marketing skills only. And how can you promote? So how can you penetrate with the market? Okay. So with the pricing strategies, whatever, okay, or with the sales promotion, whatever. So you should have some marketing skills. And also knowledge. Knowledge means without knowledge you can't gain the skills again. Yes, skills and knowledge are different, okay, but interrelated. So you should have, because having a skills is okay, but if you have a knowledge, so if you have a good knowledge, okay, on the marketing, then you can perform more and more. You can perform more and more. And the third point is be creative. Okay, be creative and entrepreneurial thinkers. So what do you mean by this entrepreneurial thinkers? Means here is a brand manager is an employee. Okay, a brand manager is an employee. But why I'm telling here another quality of a brand manager is you should be an entrepreneurial thinker. Means how your boss is thinking, means how a CEO is thinking, how a founder is thinking, how far, means the vision of that company you should have. So another best quality of a brand manager is he should own that brand. He should own that brand, and he should have that thinking power. How can we can work on our brand? So that is what entrepreneurial thinkers. And entrepreneurial thinkers is how we'll get this is if you are much of creative. Okay, creative. Why should see? Why should this product only available like this? Why can't in another way? So I have given you in the first day itself of strategic brand management the best example of how Oreo is successful in the market. Hope you remember that. Because they're having some creativity. What is that creativity? They have changed the color of the biscuit itself. Okay, so uh, what they thought is, yes, up to that, before entering the Oreo has entered into the market. Before that, we have many brands. Okay, we have many brands, and that at that time the Good Day biscuit was the leader. Okay, so we have many brands, but still all the brands they entered maybe in the changing of a flavor or changing the taste, but Oreo only they entered. Okay, they changed the color of the biscuit. Okay, why should the biscuit color should be like this? Why can't like this? It's called a creativity. So we can be creative to any extent. Okay, where we can get a successful one. So that's what we say, be creative and entrepreneurial thinkers. That is the best quality of a brand manager. Okay, is coming to the next one is have excellent communication and listening skills. Yes, we should be able to communicate what we are thinking, and you should listen to someone, maybe the customer, maybe the employee or anyone. Okay, then only you have the good things. Okay, and the next one is enjoy working in a deadline driven creative environment. Yes, of course. This point in any marketing field. Okay, so the one point we always don't like, but still that's true. So for any work, okay, for any work, if you have a deadline, then you people are ready to work. So that is called a deadline driven. And also you enjoy working in the creative environment. So what do you mean by creative environment here? Means, as I already said you that, okay, people think in a different way. So people think and they share, and also you'll get one other idea. So you share another idea. So the environment wherever here is it's not a routine thing. It's not a routine thing. You always change the things. You always change the things. So that what we say. So the another best quality of the brand manager is enjoying work in a deadline driven and also creative environment. So this is all about the qualities of a brand manager. Yes. Yeah, so moving on to the next, we'll discuss in the next class, okay, about the brand equity. And the brand equity is very, 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 very important topic. And today we have discussed about the factors influencing loyalty, benefits, types, and also roles of brand manager and qualities of a brand manager. Okay, in the next class, we'll discuss about what is the brand equity, and very important, brand image. Now, brand equity, in the brand equity concept, we'll discuss whatever we have discussed in the past that will be connected now. Okay. Okay, students, it's already less than 1 minute. Hope everyone has marked your attendance. And again, I'm telling that I'm going to consider your attendance is whatever you have given in the chart. Okay, so if you're not done that, please do this. Still we have a 1 minute of time. So everyone, participants are 93,